This is the Monday Midsole, and tonight we're talking about, well, sneakers. Have they reached their apex? Urban necessities and TJ Kicks bringing sneakers to American Eagle. Kylie Jenner a billionaire? Kendal pushing Adidas? Do Kardashians move the needle in our culture? LeBron passes Jordan for fourth in the story. You know LeBron launched that night? If you're missing out on golden opportunities, we got our battle. Grab your seats. It's the Monday.
You are now tuned into the Monday Midsole with your hosts, Molly Mall, Polos and Jays, and Buckeye City Soul. Into the Monday Midsole with your hosts, Molly Mall, Polos and Jays, and Buckeye City Soul. Let's go.
Yo, welcome to the Midsole. Actually, oops, hold on. We were stuck on Mr. Kicks. Mr. Kicks, go ahead and unmute yourself. Something was going on in the background. It was kind of loud. But I'm your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, a.k.a. Kev from Ohio. Somebody's got the show playing. Hold up. 1 second. Thanks. Mr. Kicks, you there? You hear me, Mr. Kicks?
I think it went Draymond.
Go ahead and unmute yourself.
You hear me?
Background, it was
Yeah, you gotta turn.
He's on mute.
Yeah, mute the show.
Oh, brother.
Mute the YouTube.
There you go.
All right, we good? All right, cool. I'm your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, a.k.a. Kev. I'm going ahead and pass it to the old man, Shady Pines, Mr. Polo.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Polos and Jays, a.k.a. OG J Walker. A little mellow today because I ain't feeling all that well. No red cup this evening, but I'm still here with my fellas. With that, I'm going to kick it over to my light-skinned friend.
Yo, what's going on? It's Molly Mall, a.k.a. I done copped another one, Mr. Accidental Purchase. Marcus, you may be mellow, but I'm going to still pick on you today, so you better pick it up, man. Polos and grays, let's go.
Monster, man.
We got two guests here today for the battle. We got Matzo. What's going on?
What's up, fellas? What's going on, sneaker fam?
And we got Mr. Kicks Connoisseur. What's good?
Hey, what's good, family? What's going on, peoples?
We got Jersey in the building. We got the sneaker Harry Potter on deck. Let's go. Chilling in the cupboard. But we gonna just a little brief intro so that people can get to know you. Matzo, I'm gonna start with you because you're first on my screen. Tell us, man, how'd you get into kicks? Tell us your story, your brief bio.
I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, New York here, so I feel like almost everybody out here is into sneakers. I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've always been into sneakers. But really, what did it for me was, and I know you have an affinity for this shoe too, is the black red 11, the playoff 11.
Hey, who's at the murder scene?
Sorry, no, that's me. I'm here in downtown Brooklyn.
Okay.
And, my little sneaker cave here has a window, and the window is right on the corner by the Supreme Court. So there's always a lot of sirens here. I'm sorry.
No, you cool. I was just wondering. I was like, what's going on? You watching Night Court?
If I had to put money on it, I was gonna say.
I had El Chapo here across the street not too long ago.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, fucking snipers on the roofs out here. Anyway,
the ATF about to kick down your door.
Yeah, no, they were waiting. They you know, El Chapo's not playing games. So sorry, I digress. So going backwards, I came here from Russia actually when I was a kid. So I come from like an immigrant family, and we didn't really have a whole lot of money. And so, you know, growing up, I came here with nothing. And so we went, you know, I was getting clothes and sneakers and stuff from Salvation Army. And so, you know, I guess my story is probably not very different from most of the stories you guys hear. And so when I was a kid, I could never afford to have any Jordans. Then, you know, I couldn't really even hope to have a pair of Jordans when I was a kid. So when I was about, I guess I was like 12 or 13 years old, and for the first time I saw Jordan gliding up and down the court in those patent leather 11s. That should just change the game. We had never seen a basketball shoe like that before. and you know, I used to play basketball, and so just like any other little kid, I was like, oh shit, I want to be like Jordan.
What's up?
So obviously now that I can get myself some sneakers, I get myself a lot of sneakers.
Funny how that works, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
You got a couple of them. You got a couple pairs.
I got a few. Enough to give it through the week, you know. And then Mr. Kicks Connoisseur, what's your deal, bro? You sitting there mad low, chilling, mad Mason Betha. What's up,
man?
bro?
Yeah, I'm just trying to fight this cold, man.
Listen, I was there
It's
last
all of
week.
us.
I died. I barely made it through the show. I couldn't talk for 2 more days.
I had to take 2 days off from work. It's crazy.
And they gonna fire you. They see you on the show. They be like, "Oh, he ain't sick."
Yeah.
You sit over there acting extra sick, like.
You ain't that sick. You was talking about your little shoes and shit. That's why you talk about your shoes and shit. You ain't that sick. Get your ass to work.
Not talk about no sneakers.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, but what's good, bro? What's the bio, man?
I think what got it for me was June 11th, 1997. The flu game. I always grew up like loving Michael Jordan, seeing him play, but seeing those shoes, that game is what really like sparked my interest into collecting sneakers and trying to find out, you know, what they were all about. So that's where my love of sneakers came from. And then when I worked at Finish Line in Staten Island as a store manager, I just kept collecting from there. After that, I guess it was a period of time where I was laid off, so I wasn't collecting as much as I used to. And it wasn't until I started working again at Comcast, where a coworker of mine was into sneakers. But the first thing that sparked my interest was like the resale value. That I think he had got the there was a quick strike when the Yeezy when they dropped the Red Octobers.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, "What's that all about?" And then he was just like, "Yo, these sneakers are selling for a lot of money." I was like, "There's a lot of money in reselling sneakers?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "All right." So I started buying sneakers in hopes of reselling them, but then I got that itch and I just fell in love with sneakers, and I haven't stopped buying since. So that's pretty much the story.
And look, you a Michigan fan?
Yeah, you know, I had to bring this for Kev, you know.
Hey, man. It's okay, man. You can rep losers. I still got love for you.
Well, lucky Kev ain't voting. Otherwise, you was getting the auto L.
Oh, yeah. You'd lost all of them.
Uh-huh.
I've seen a couple of the picks, though, for the battle, though, and it looks like they kind of geared a couple towards a couple people. You know what I'm saying? I saw, you know, Moxon got one in there that I'm like, I see what you did there.
He playing the crowd, huh? He playing the audience.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah, I can kind of guess what sneaker you picked that Maul's gonna like.
I don't know. You might. I mean, it might be a tough one.
I don't know about that, Kev.
I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we'll jump into that momentarily. But I mean, I know I had a light week, but I guess we could jump into this. What's in the box, right?
Yeah, let's
Hit
go
the
ahead
drop.
and see what's in the box.
Because I envy your normal life. Put the gun down, David. It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Sponsored by The Container Store. And who wants to go first? I want to see. I'm going to have to add. People are going to see his email address for a second. Real quick.
Close your eyes, people. Close your eyes.
Ooh. I mean, listen, I got one and only one pickup this week. I think.
You don't know what it's at?
Huh?
You don't know what it's
at?
at?
It's in the box.
Okay.
I posted it already. We got the Mars Landing.
Yeah, those are hot.
The Air Max 90. Yeah. Pretty dope. I think everybody who wants them is going to be able to get them. I feel like they're going to be super duper GR. So.
Super duper?
Super duper.
Oh, man.
I think they're nice. Yeah, nice.
I still want them. I don't care how many they make.
Yeah.
I don't care if everybody buy them. I want them.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
they're
getting a
cool.
pair, but I don't want to pay a bunch for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen a couple people.
How much have you seen them go for?
$275.
How much?
$675.
$275.
Pre-orders like pre-orders 300.
$275, $300 pre-order. I mean,
Yeah, it's pre-order.
what's the MSRP?
The box? Probably 120 to 130. I didn't even check.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I think.
Hold on.
I want to
It's
pay.
like sneakers.
I want to pay
They're
that.
going to sneakers app, right?
Yeah, it's on
Mo,
sneakers.
Ooh, shit.
welcome.
Oh,
Damn, that's
Mr.
what I was
Chris.
thinking. Ooh, shit.
160. 160 retail.
Working
I could do that.
160.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's good? What's good, AB?
275, 300.
Fuck that guy.
Zero
he's a-
touchdowns, 0 receptions.
He's a bum. He's a bum.
Who, AB? Oh yeah, you a Steelers fan too?
Fake news.
Yeah, I'm a Bills fan.
Oh, okay. The Bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo,
We got Nat. My team got Nat ass last year. Woo.
Ooh, pause.
Yeah, that's nice. But your whole defense has left your whole squad, though.
Yeah, we gone. We done. Hey, we got 2 Super Bowls.
Hey, we got 4 in a row.
4 losses.
For appearances.
I'm collecting L's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
man.
all that matters. My bad. Sorry.
I
broke
collect
up.
Canadian quarters. I got 4 of them.
It's all good. All right, bet. So anybody else? What else anyone get?
Go
I
ahead.
got one.
Oh yeah, you got that go. Oh, I need to know how much you paid for that too, because I looked at the price and I was like, "Fuck no, baby."
It was less than what you've seen. But yeah, I got the Air Max 1, the Masters. Been on these since they first dropped. I tried to get them on sneakers out when they came out. What was that, last year? And caught an L and the price went up. But I finally saw them for cheaper than I've seen them anywhere else. So I had to grab them.
What size is that?
11.
11.
My son.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, my son.
He said,
Oh.
"Wait, why you say it like that?"
Can't do nothing for you, man.
Oh, I can fit an 11 now.
Yeah.
No, my brother, you got to get your own.
Send me them friends and family K54s and we good.
They gone.
Oh, they're too big. They're too big. They're 12.
Hey, don't hate on our quarterback. Kick the habit. We all right.
Put some sneaker shields in them hoes. I'll be all right.
Mm. Oh wait.
Kev, what'd you scoop?
I went back and got something. It was like $100, something like that, 120.
Oh, the Mocha
Mocha
Okay.
3.
Yeah, nice.
I was like, yeah, I might as well pull the trigger on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta find mine.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, these are gonna be like the chlorophylls, where like I just probably put them and leave them in the box for a while, and then I'll pull them out, pause. Down the road, but I don't really see the need to.
That's
wear
the
them
summertime too, bro.
Yeah,
it's all white. You throw it on in the summer, chilling.
Starbucks. But yeah, but that's all I got, man. It's gonna be light for a while, I think.
Mo, you pick anything up?
I just got one because I've been good as well. These actually came in today.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been off the market. The DMP. Other than that, I'm
a little jump man in the back. Yeah, little jump man.
Other than that, I'm keeping it light. Trying to.
All right.
Keeping it light like the last day.
Fellas, Mox, you grab anything? You want to show?
What did I grab? I mean, I got the Pony 6s and infrared 6s, but those are kind of old.
Hey, it's still a new pickup.
I did pick up these bad boys, though.
Okay.
Oh,
DB.
So, these are nice.
Damn.
Nice and shiny. It's
Still
only my second pair of DBs. I know some of you guys got a whole cachet of them.
Marcus.
That's Marcus.
I don't have that many. I don't have that many.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't have that many. Mr. Generous over there. Whatever.
Oh man.
What's the other one that you got besides the 10? 5?
The 4.
Oh, right.
Oh, shit, that's the one I want right there.
Go ahead and make it happen then.
The
The
4s.
5s are sick too, though. The 5s are sick. I wish I had the 5.
I wish I had the 5s
Senor
too.
Connoisseur.
I had picked up the Saucony avocado toast.
Sauconys. What those at?
Man, they dope too.
Guacamoles.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
They dope.
Yeah,
I'm still 2019. I'll cop something different, whether it be an ASIC or a Saucony.
You don't have any
Saucony.
ASICs or Sauconys?
I have a runner that I bought for $10.
I have an ASIC that
like way back when.
I got that that red lumberjack ASIC for like $40.
That ASIC, that Atmos one that I just got, that shit hurts. Yeah, I'm done. One and done on those.
I got four Sauconys myself, 2 ASICs.
Nah, I said I was gonna try something different this year, so by the end of 2019, I'll scoop one of both.
High heels.
Yeah, I got the in there.
He said something different. He said something different.
No,
I'm about to kill these niggas with these heels on, boy. Oh Lord, you wearing some high heels, some ankle braces on.
Our brother rocks the women's UNC ones, and now I got you got high heel jokes. I had someone else to comment like, oh, this your circle different if you rock a women's shoes. I'm like, it's the Air Jordan 1.
Yeah,
I don't get people like that though, man. Like
I don't either, bro.
Like people that leave messages like that have like it's a private account or they got like 2 pictures.
Yeah, it wasn't private, so I'll give him that. It was a regular semi-normal account with shoes and everything else. Like it looked like a real profile. High heel mall. Wow.
Oh man, sorry about that.
That's how it
anyways, but
hey, Lars, don't be saying nothing, man, because you look like you be on the basketball court. You too big to be out there on the basketball court. You like a wrestler with a by next to the hoop. You look crazy out there. He just back you down.
Give me 1 second. I have a minor emergency. Hold on.
Okay. Right.
Oh Lord.
Both y'all got emergency.
Here, file. Whoop your ass.
Yo, special delivery.
Oh, what you got? Okay. All right. Cool. You gotta say something though. You gotta say something so that. I think I seen what OG. I think OG sneakers got them. I was watching their show.
Yeah, I see a couple people with them. They are.
Yeah. Let's see here. What up, D Reynolds?
It sounded like he pulled them out of Gatorade cooler.
I gotta see Lars play basketball, man. I gotta see Lars play basketball. He too big to be out there. He like Terry Crews out there on the longest yard. That's a big ass robot. All right. So Marcus.
What up?
What's coming out, bro?
You ready? You're not ready. He ain't ready.
Yeah, man. It ain't much of nothing coming out as usual.
Good.
All right, let me lock in. So what's the deal with these noise canceling? Like,
they came out in New York and such, and now they're gonna release them on the app. You can't do any of
you can't do
patchwork and all that stuff that you did at the Nike lab, but
what would be the point of
whatever
having them
was left over?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, you can customize it. It's a base, It's
so
a white shoe.
You had to paint it yourself, though.
Oh yeah.
Your own paints.
Now here's the thing. On here and everywhere else, it was saying 110, but I think somebody said that sneakers had them for
190.
190.
Yeah, I think it was 190. They changed it to
190. Yeah,
you can have those.
Yeah,
damn. Hit everybody with the pump fake.
They can keep that for 190.
Like Rocky Balboa.
They can keep it for one anything.
I mean, I would have probably got them for $100 or so if they would have set. You know what I'm saying? And maybe got them customized.
The Forces are 120. The Jordans are 190, and the Kobe's aren't up here, so they just looks. The Cortez. The Cortez is 110. So they probably threw the Cortez price up there and just they effed up.
I just don't like Cortez.
I mean, but it's a dope base if you want to get something customized. I mean, so I would probably get one to do that, but not for $190.
You gotta provide your own swoosh to sew into it.
Say what?
You gotta provide your own swoosh.
All right, then we got another Jordan. Why not Zero, the OKC home colorway? Not a bad colorway. I mean, just the wrong silhouette.
Why not?
Can we get this? Can we get this on a 3 or something? You know, I would rock this.
I'm happy that they keep putting.
They're pushing a lot of them things out though.
Yeah,
they are. I don't know why either. I mean, they must be doing something. I'm assuming.
Then we got this Jordan Apex Utility Flight Utility.
Oh, they ain't about to
why it comes out
these
at the end of the winter time with some shit like this. I don't understand.
What is that?
I think if you wear them in the snow, it's a wrap.
You know, recharge the street or something. You wear them things.
I don't like those.
All right, then you got this emotionally unavailable Nike Air Force One High. It's got a zipper on it.
Did City Jeans already get those for you, Marcus?
No, they don't have my pair yet. But it's coming.
These things got like a drawers front and scared you unzip and something might fall out.
I don't want no zipper in front of my drawers. I be your thing.
Hey man, he used to call you
how'd you get the booty on top of the Frank?
He used to call you Sojourner False. You was stripping at the Underground Railroad.
All right, so let's talk about this Lely May Jordan 6. Let's spend a little couple of minutes on this real quick. All right.
I think those are fire.
Now, everybody's saying they fire, they dope. But if you took off the name, would anybody want these shoes? Because
I don't care about the name.
Hold on. How often do we hear women say? How often do we hear women saying? Hold on, shut up now. How often do we hear women saying, "I don't want a pink shoe. Enough with the pink shoes. Stop releasing pink shoes. We want other colorways." Now we get a Lely May's name on here, and everybody's wanting it. I know I'm gonna get the heat. I don't give a shit, but it's a fact. Every time we get women on,
that's not traditional. That's not a traditional pink. It's not hot pink.
It's still pink though.
Pink.
If you took her name off, there's been a pink that's been pretty similar, close to this color. I don't know what silhouette it was on, but there was another pink shoe that was pretty close to this same pink, and it's set. So why is this shoe getting the hype when every other pink shoe that come out is trash?
I mean, the Macklemores, those are, I mean, which of course we don't get those. They have what, a pink and a green one in 6.
It's kind of a sand. It ain't really
sand,
like pink.
salmon.
But you know what? These had that milky outsole, so they're gonna look funny once they get. I think they're gonna look nasty.
Oh yeah, when they turn yellow.
They turn yellow. Oh my god, it's gonna be horrible.
It's got the bottom like those suede 11s.
Yeah, like
I don't care who's.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't rock them myself, but I mean.
Oh, I'm not gonna go for them, but I think it's a nice shoe.
I mean, I'm gonna go for them.
I don't think they nice.
You're gonna go for them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Why not?
Word.
What size they go up to? 12?
12 and a half.
No, they
12 and a half.
12 and a half.
You lie.
I'm stopping up there. 12 and a half.
Listen, I went to StockX. They got 2 on there.
StockX be lying.
Hey, you gotta watch what you start putting in there. Be like big gargantuan booties.
Wait, what?
What you talking about, fool?
That about your search history, bro.
Oh, I don't look at shit like that. You can come over here and look at my computer right now. You won't find nothing of the sort.
Nothing?
Nothing but sneakers.
I see a Nissan.
Yeah, they'd be wearing nothing but sneakers.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Is that a site that you frequent, Kevin? Nothing but sneakers.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, the one that you
the incognito tab. That's what you gotta check.
Let me look that up on my phone real quick. Nothing but sneakers.
It's already in there. It's bookmarked.
Nah, but you got the Jordan 1 Retro High OG Sale University Red. That's dropping on what date is the 16th?
Yep.
I don't think it's bad.
I like them, but I'm just not going to wear
great.
Yeah.
Have you seen them in hand? Because I'm hearing different things. I know.
I haven't seen them in hand.
Lizzie, I talked to Lizzie and she said material ain't that great. She's like, they look nice. So you get them in hand.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it leather?
It's all leather.
All right, then. What is this material shit? Everybody always on this. Oh, well, it's not shattered backboard. It's not. Come on,
no,
man.
No, it's not even about that. It's like you know the international 12s, right? So everybody complained about the quality of those, and it turned people off, and so people didn't get it. I don't have that pair, so I don't know what the quality's like. But
see, like I don't wear these ever, and then that'd be basically. I mean, it's almost
Right.
the same type of shoe, and this is an OG, so I would.
I mean, I prefer those than the other ones. I think
metallic
this
red
is.
is so
I think
much
this is. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's having the red stitching around the sneakers will probably. You probably get a bad pair where there'll be a lot of the stitching probably coming out.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Give me the metallics. I'm good on these Phantom or whatever you want to call them.
100%.
Then I'm showing a couple of Yeezy 350s coming. I don't even know if these are really dropping.
No, they're dropping overseas.
I think they're dropping. Is it like one sneaker per region or something like that?
Yeah, I think.
That's right.
The one with the orange, I think, is like Asia or something like that. And I'm over like the all white Yeezys. I'm done with them, man. Like I'm
over Yeezys.
I did get the inertias though. I did get those.
Oh, you got
now, Maul didn't Kev say on the last Yeezy he picked up that was the last one?
Man, I'm done. Hey, no, you know what? No, you know what? All right.
You said you were done 3 Yeezys
Let's
ago.
talk about this real quick. All right. We got Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. Y'all not gonna listen to their music no more?
I haven't.
I'm gonna listen to Mike. I'm not gonna listen to R.
I mean, it's all relative, though. I mean, like if you listen, you're not supporting them because you've already probably paid for it. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. If I like a shoe, I'm gonna buy them. I don't care who made it. If Clayton Bigsby makes a dope shoe, I'm buying them hoes.
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's not about it being a Yeezy. Just the fact that you said you was done buying them.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what you said. You said you was done.
I lie all the time.
I mean,
when it comes to sneakers, man, we addicts, man. Shit. Let me watch that $200.
I'm rehabbing.
That's a whole.
I'm rehabbing. That's why I ain't copping those ones. I ain't copping nothing.
Hey,
and then we got this Nike Air Max 90.
I ain't copping those either.
Well, you already copped these. We already saw these in Maul's hand. This
exactly,
is a cop
which is why I ain't copping them.
Maul, you know it's a little late in the game for you to start being in the Air Max. It's a little late in the game.
What you mean? You just started last 6 months.
You ain't got no history with this.
He says it's too late for
late
you.
in the game.
I had Air Maxes before you, the old man.
Them Falcon Trace joints.
Look, motherfucker, I ain't got no problem with what you buy. I'm just talking about the people on.
He talking about his posts.
Can't nobody talk about me. I go deep in the archives.
Plus, he's sitting there with an Air Max right behind him. Those Para, of course. Para, however you want to pronounce it.
That's all we got. We got nothing else.
No, I was just playing. I don't lie all the time. I only lie about sneakers.
Oh,
like, who's watching?
You never said it.
I said I was lying about that too.
You can never take it serious. This is television. No. All right, so that's what's coming up next, and we are gonna get into the battle. So
we got a battle.
Let's get to it.
The stronger I become, the more y'all weaken. So when I'm in full power, you gon' be a wiggling. If my heart's still beating and my lungs still breathing, my brain's still thinking, ain't none of y'all eating.
Yo, welcome to the battle. The battle tonight is sponsored by 8-9 Manufacturing Company. And tonight we have Mr. Kicks Connoisseur going up against Matza. Is that right? Matza? Is it supposed to be Monster? Did we lose somebody?
He said, "Oh shit, we about to battle. I got to dip."
Forfeit.
He said, "Hold my drink."
Hold up now, guy. You scared him off like that?
Nah.
He didn't even pull the damn shoe out. He's like,
and shit, NYPD probably kicked out his door, man.
Well, I guess this is the easiest battle, and the winner is.
I mean, I do already have his picks, but I like him to you know what I'm saying, be able to talk about it.
Express yourself.
Oh man, we're gonna have to do a kick off the island tonight, boy. No,
oh shit!
Right. Grand opening, grand closing.
Actually, hold on. I got his number. Let me text him. Like, hey man, you got that You got that AOL?
They shut the block down.
He's on his phone.
He said when you live in the city, you don't have to buy the internet. You just live next to a McDonald's. Hashtag I'm loving it.
they must have changed the passcode on them.
They fired somebody, so they changed up all the passcodes and the locks and everything.
Oh man. Hold on, let me see.
Marcus was over there looking at them nothing but shoe websites and McDonald's. Justfeet.com.
Lord of mercy.
Let me see.
Lord of mercy.
Oh man. Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm hitting him up now.
He kind of faded before.
Oh, he officially dropped off.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Well.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
He's coming.
Back.
Got all them shoes.
Sorry about that, guys. Can you guys hear me without the microphone?
Yeah, you're straight.
Yeah.
You're straight.
Yep.
Yeah, you're cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
We thought you got scared off. He's a battle, and then all of a sudden you went ghost.
So I'm gonna do a little something.
Connoisseur is intimidating.
Nah.
So I'm gonna do something a little. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna do something a little different with this one. This one I'm gonna go ahead and announce what the actual category is before we get to the round, so then everybody can kind of just share what their guesses are, and then once we go into it, it's already set, and then you can kind of see if somebody puts your thing and they vote against you, they suckers. So, so the first category for round one is the best Kobe one. So I know not all of us mess with Kobe's, and I probably couldn't tell you my favorite one. I probably just toss one out there because, I don't really mess with Kobe's. Not saying that they're bad. I just didn't, I don't have that attachment to them.
Talking shit, folk.
What?
What you talking that shit, folk?
I ain't talking no shit, man. That's your man's, man. What's your favorite Kobe one? In the chat, go ahead and type your favorite Kobe one colorway. But Ma, man, what's yours?
I don't even know no goddamn Kobe's.
Oh, you don't? Even I got one.
I got Google shit.
I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite. I know one that I want really bad, which is the Rice PE.
The what?
The all green one. The Rice PE.
Okay. Which
all
one is that?
joint.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Is that the one that Kunta Kumpo? Is that the one he had?
Who?
Adetokounmpo, whatever the fuck. How do you say his last name?
No. That's an undefeated joint.
All right.
This is like the original, not the new shit, not the Protro.
Okay, all right. Mo, what you got?
Only one I ever really tried to get was the Fade to Black.
Okay,
all right. An easy one.
Marcus, you got one?
I ain't got no Kobe knowledge.
You ain't got to ask me because I ain't never tried to buy none of these motherfuckers. So whatever they pull out.
So that'll be your next thing. So you went from J's to Air Max.
Oh no,
to Kobe.
Got him.
No, I'm gonna add some Dunks and I'm gonna add some Sauconys and Asics. But outside of that, I'm done.
All right, so then we're just gonna go ahead and get into their
round one.
Round one, best Kobe. First, let's let Mr. Kicks Connoisseur go ahead and talk about his selection, and then we'll go ahead and pass on to Matza.
I think I picked the undefeated.
Yep.
Yellow Protros, yeah.
You gonna sell it? You just gonna let it sell itself?
Pretty much,
I need to do nothing.
Say, man, you watch the show.
The colorway speaks for itself.
Right.
I remember when I first saw them, I was like, yeah, this is. I'm always into Kobe's myself, but when I saw those colorways, I was like, yeah, that's definitely it.
All right. So,
there's actually 3 colors. There was them. There was a purple pair,
and there's a green,
and then a green pair. Yeah.
Didn't they have a red one too?
Red.
It was 4.
Yep, the orange, the red,
yep,
the yellow joints, and then the green ones.
Yep.
All right, so Matza, man, let's talk about yours. Which one did you pick?
History.
So let me just preface this by saying that I'm not much of a Kobe sneaker guy. I'm a big Kobe fan. I think he's the closest thing we ever seen. I think the closest thing we're gonna see to Michael Jordan, at least in our lifetime. His sneakers, probably not for me.
What way to sell that, car salesman?
with the one I chose, what I think is probably the cleanest, most simple silhouette colorway that they created on the one, and so that's kind of the one I went with because sometimes clean and simple is better than anything else. Especially lately, the Kobe's that they coming out with lately are just, I don't know. I feel like they're just trying to do too much. So I went with an old school. It doesn't, to me, this doesn't even really look so much like a Kobe, to be honest.
They look like a Kobe.
Wait, hold up now. So you went through all that. That's not selling your shoe.
Y'all did horrible jobs,
man.
So let's just go. Let's go with Ma, man. He's our Kobe aficionado.
Kobe connoisseur. Well, the one the monster was talking about was this one here, which your selling point was the fact that he dropped 81 on the Raptors. You want to talk about performance and everything
else. You did horrible, and this is why you did horrible.
That was a highly sought after, but in terms of like pair that I think was the dopest, it's definitely going to be the yellow undefeated joint that probably would have been much cheaper had LeBron not donned that pair on media day. So that was a pair I had to scoop up, and I'll take those right now just from an aesthetic standpoint over the 81, not from a history standpoint. You sure so didn't sell it on history. So we go rock with
the 81 points isn't going to make that sneaker look any better. You know what I mean?
Listen. It's the reason why we're going to go.
Going to make that sneaker look better.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's go with Marcus. What you got?
I'm gonna go with the undefeated. I mean, simply because it stands out. It has. I like colorful shoes, especially with that yellow gold on there. So I'm gonna go with the undefeated.
All right, Mo.
I like yellow.
Shut my ass up.
You know what the crazy thing is, though?
Yeah,
I like yellow.
I thought you were gonna say that crazy.
I'm gonna go with that.
I already know better.
Let's see here. We got the.
Why you gotta be taking my lines?
The votes coming in.
Know. I know.
I see yellow.
Don't steal my line.
Couple
I like color. I like yellow. I hate all black shoes.
Hey, at least I say I hate all black people.
Oh man, now we gotta stop downloading your app. No, this
broke.
All right, looks like
broke the MC Hammer.
It looks like the undefeated have won, and it was perfect.
Undefeated is one undefeated.
It's not. Hey, I see what you did there. So, round two. I'm trying to think what round two is. Hey man, we just gonna go to round two, and then y'all tell. Yeah, y'all say, well, I can't remember all this shit. So,
round two.
Round two is the best non-runner Air Max. Before we talk about your guys' selections, let's talk about within the panel. Which one would you guys pick?
Say that again. Say the category again, because I think
the best non-runner,
best non-runner Air Max.
Air Max.
Ah, yeah, I got you. Friends and family, Masters.
Not runner.
Okay. I got you.
Who running in that? Ain't nobody running in no.
Man, it's a runner. If the tip on the shoe go up, you can't pick those.
Man.
LeBron 8, South Beach. Let's go.
Yeah, those are dope.
LeBron 8, South Beach.
That's tough.
Mm.
LeBron 7s are Air Max, right?
Yeah.
I go homage to home. LeBron, the blue top and the white bottom.
Damn. I'm at the pass.
Marcus.
Shit, it's too much shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting up here going back and forth in chat. What you asking me, kid? What you asking me?
What would be your choice, man? Like if you had to pick your favorite non-runner Air Max.
Probably the up tempo.
That's easy enough. What you mean the more up tempo?
Huh?
The more up tempo?
Yeah, the more up tempos. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, those are not good anymore. All right, so let's get into mindset. Let's your selection. You picked the Griffey Air Max. Let's talk about your shoe.
Well, this shoe kind of has a little bit more significance for me because I actually did have one when I was a kid, and so I just like this shoe. I don't think that Air Maxes are really great for running to begin with, but this guy he's a lot taller, and I like this shoe.
All right. Simply put. Then we have Mr. Kicks Connoisseur with the Bo Jackson South Beach theme. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Miami Vice back in the day, and I like colorful sneakers, so that one stood out to me the most. And I love sneakers that had straps on them, so that one was a no-brainer.
Pause. All right, so let's go with Ma. We'll just keep it the same way.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Griffeys on this one. This particular Bo Jackson, I'm not a huge fan of. And South Beach colorways need to be limited a little bit. I can't throw mine.
I can't say nothing. I own the Bo Jackson.
You got these for her?
Yeah, I do have them. I don't ever wear them, but I have them.
I'm sorry.
You got these right here. This color right here.
I have
why don't
that
you wear
color
them,
right there. Cause man, there's so many other shoes to wear.
Yeah. I like the Griffeys.
And now I got those Anthony Davis joints, and I probably wear those before I wear those again. So they may sit for a while.
Home run derby. You got to go with Griff, man. You got to go with the kid.
All right. Point Dexter. What's good, man? Appreciate you, bro.
Salutations.
All right. Let's go with Marcus.
I'm going with the Griffeys. I mean, I'm not a fan of either shoe.
What? You ever have any Griffies?
Man, I remember when the Griffies came out. I just
man, that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think. What year?
I had that pair right there.
Shut up talking when I'm trying to talk. Quit talking when you ask me a question and then motherfucker want to talk shit.
Stop scratching. I see lice falling out your beard.
What year? What Jordan dropped that same year that those Griffies dropped? Because I remember both of them being on the wall when they first hit. What Jordan? What year was that?
When I was in high school.
Were you? I'm about to say I was in high school when they dropped. Because I had them.
Maybe like 96.
Nigga, your old ass would have no high school. Mo, shut the fuck
up. They're like 90, 96, 90, maybe 95.
Is that the Taxis or the playoff 12s?
Yeah, it'd either been the 12s or
I think
11s.
it was the 12. It was the 11s or 12s when they came out.
Yeah.
And looking at both of them, I just like, nah, man. Even though I love Griffey was that dude. I mean, for me, he was Jordan in baseball. But
he was.
Nah.
I think with those they should have made them more symmetrical. I didn't like the inner side of the Griffey where it was like all one color. Like I wanted to see that breakup, but like on that side of the shoe, it looks dope. But hey, that's your choice. Mo, who you got?
I've had both pairs of shoes.
Both?
Both.
Adios, Uncle Ben. Thanks, brother.
Oh, what's going on, Ben? I'm gonna have to go with the Griffies just because. I mean, you can wear a bit more. So I'm going Griffey.
Right. So there. Let's see here. In the chat, it's kind of split in the chat. But the Griffey looks like more Griffies. So man, another perfect. Let's go here. Round 3. Now round 3, I think I remember. And yeah, round 3 I remember. So let's go ahead and ask. It's the best hip hop group. So, and I think one of our contestants made a mistake. All right, because I'm gonna throw this out there. If you guys come on the show, I'm gonna I create a chat for you and your person you're going against, whatever. And the first person that picks or sends me the list gets that choice. The next person, if you come in and you double it up, then you have to pick something else. And I did offer to kind of change it just because I just made that rule up. But I think he may have made a mistake with the crowd. But we'll see what happens. But who would you guys say is the best hip hop group of all time?
Oh damn.
It's a 1A and a 1B for me. But always because of the era that I came up in from my youth and just seeing what they did and how they changed the culture. Tribe Called Quest, period, point blank, bottom line, number one. Wu-Tang is a close second, but Tribe Called Quest, period. I mean, as a group, because everybody always says, well, Wu-Tang, because I know this is going to be most people's second. Everybody always says, oh, they got individual members who did this and that. Collectively, as a group with albums, not individual solo shit, Tribe Called Quest, hands down.
Wu-Tang only had, 3 albums, right?
They did, but they didn't have like a whole lot of bangers.
Disc.
I mean, every Tribe Called Quest, maybe album except for maybe one, wasn't full of bangers. But every other Tribe Called Quest, bangers, top to bottom.
Bangers.
I think, I agree with 305. I think Outkast is in the picture
I was
too.
gonna say my group. I would go Outkast, Mobb Deep, and Fugees. Those would be my top 3.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. Ooh.
Yeah,
Mobb Deep is there, but again,
Mobb Deep.
Collectively, how many bangers does Mobb Deep have?
Ooh, 8-Ball MJG. Okay.
Hell yeah, 8-Ball MJG.
There's another one. Cash, figure Cash Money. This fool.
But the group I love the most is Ghetto
He just said Cash Money altogether, like the whole label. He said,
That's like
the Hot Boys.
Can you whittle it down a little bit?
You want all the No Limit Soldiers? We select Silk the Shocker. I'm gonna say True. All right, so
Onyx, that type of G.
Oh yeah,
Mo.
Damn, I'm throwing out too many. I'm gonna go with Mobb Deep personally.
Yeah, Mobb Deep was nice.
Name 3 Mobb Deep songs.
Quiet Storm.
Rising, Hell on Earth. Survival of the Fittest.
Yep, Survival of the Fittest.
Shit,
I'm playing that shit,
niggas. I said songs.
Survival of the Fittest is a song, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to say that is a song.
Easy way. So what? It's a song. It's the most popular song.
Y'all niggas is naming the shit, the easy shit. Give me.
But
here's
a sleeper. Wait. Here's a sleeper. The Firm.
Hey, Bone Thugs is nice too.
The Firm was the shit.
Yeah.
The Firm was the shit.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm interested to see what these guys chose.
West Side Connection. I can't rock. I can't get jiggy with that.
Hell no.
All right. All right, let's go.
Round 3.
We have Mr. Kicks Connoisseur with the Wu-Tang Clan. We got Matza with NWA. We are going to start off with Mr. Kicks Connoisseur.
Yeah, I had to go Wu-Tang. Growing up in the tri-state area, it's just the combination that they have is just too many. It's too many.
I got you.
It was an easy pick. It was a hard choice because it was either them or the Fugees, but I had to go Wu-Tang though.
I think he might have lost with the Fugees. I'm not gonna lie.
How y'all keep saying the Fugees?
I don't think he would have lost.
Oh, you would have lost.
But it's not over yet. Matza, he went with NWA.
So Kev alluded to this earlier.
The locks.
And so I actually went with Wu-Tang originally.
Yes.
Kev gave me the offer to either go to a different question or pick another group. Now, I did decide to pick another group, and I'll tell you why. Because when you really start to think about it, a group like NWA really, really influenced the culture. As much as I respect the Wu and everything they do and how talented every single member is, and you got the RZAs and the... When you really break it down, a group like NWA broke barriers, right? So they put the spotlight on police brutality. You had people like Cube and Dre and Snoop and Pac. I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, right? I'm a big Biggie fan. But I'll tell you what, that summer I had me driving around bumping Hit 'Em Up. I swear to God. So, when you really start to think about, the best hip-hop group, I gotta give it to them, if for no other reason besides all the platinum albums from all those guys, is I think the cultural effect that they had on hip hop is really because until that whole East Coast West Coast drama and all that attention that hip hop got, hip hop wasn't really on the map like that until Snoop Dogg, part of NWA in '92, started, you know, killing album sales. Hip hop wasn't really on the map like that, and so even, you know, I got to give it up to them. Even Biggie said in his rhymes how to sell records like Snoop.
Hey, world class wrecking crew.
Yeah.
Those are definitely those are some good
Those
points.
are some good points.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you go overseas, are you gonna hear a lot of NWA songs? You gonna hear NWA overseas? I think.
And I mean,
more
Two Live Crew.
And Two Live Crew. That's what I was about to say. We're gonna look at political things. You gotta look at Two Live Crew, and you definitely gotta look at somebody who nobody has mentioned, Public Enemy.
Yeah, PE.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
They said shit nobody was saying. I mean, they made education interesting when they came out, because nobody was giving a fuck about learning about your history, Black history, and all that kind of stuff. Nobody cared. But when Public Enemy came out, X-Clan, all them groups of that era, they changed it. They made you more interested in where you came from.
And then please make sure you're putting in your vote with either NWA or Wu, otherwise it will not get counted, because I'm not reading everybody's stuff that quick. So, Marcus, or no, not Marcus, Ma.
That's just tough. I think kind of blurring the lines on a selling point in the timelines, because Snoop wasn't really NWA. Snoop's album dropped in '93, and NWA was already, well, the aforementioned NWA was already chopped up. Dre did his own thing, and so on and so forth. But I think that for me personally, like, I'm not. There's a lot of people who are just crazy, especially on the East Coast, about Wu-Tang. And while I appreciate the music, while I appreciate the culture, it just, you know, doesn't do all that much for me. I think NWA, as far as like what they mean, the statement, the fact that they did kind of make it mainstream and broke those barriers, so to speak. I think that I'll lean toward that, although the selling point was a bit off. I'm really picky with facts and dates and all that other stuff. It was giving me like a twitch. I couldn't take it. All that aside, what I do know, I'll go with NWA.
All right. So, Marcus.
I mean, it's easy. It's Wu-Tang. I mean, NWA dropped some bangers. They had some hits. I mean, they had me being, defiant and talking shit and didn't give a fuck. They had me in all that. But Wu-Tang Clan was something different. They talked about Shaolin, which was, I love Kung Fu movies growing up. And when I saw some other dudes my age talking about karate and Kung Fu and shit like that, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
It's another weird nigga just like me.
What, Fred Flintstone?
What, nigga?
Hey, Ma, who'd you pick again?
NWA.
All right. Close one. Mo.
I'm just going between the two, and I think as far as from a deeper perspective, I'm gonna have to go with NWA as well. Ooh. Now, on the flip side, though, who I'm gonna be playing in my car most of the time when I just want to bang some stuff and I ain't trying to think, I'm gonna go with Wu-Tang. But for this, just as far as like from the political aspect and just thinking a little deeper, I'm gonna have to go with NWA.
And that's a good point. I mean, how many of us got NWA on their playlist and they ride? Because I don't. It's in my library.
Right, it's in my library.
But I listened to Wu-Tang probably about 2-3 days ago.
I got Wu-Tang in there today, and Mobb Deep.
Just saying. Some music, lasts forever. Wu-Tang will last forever. NWA not really that relevant today. But that's just my opinion. I ain't trying to shit on you, Monster. I'm just saying.
No.
He picked Wu-Tang first. I mean, so
I love
I'm sure he ain't taking it.
So wait,
one of the most underrated ever.
So you and Mo picked, or no, you picked Wu-Tang. Ma and Mo picked NWA. The chat actually picked NWA. I was wrong. Hey, I admit when I'm wrong. I thought that the Wu-Tang was gonna clean up, but no, it is the opposite. NWA with the W. Mata gets that one. We will go into round 4. Round 4. Do I remember what round 4 is? Oh yes, the best non-Nike Jordan basketball shoe. Now,
Yeah, this is a bit interesting.
this one is interesting. This one's interesting. And I'm gonna go with Mo. I'm gonna start with Mo on this one.
The best Nike basketball shoe?
Non-Nike or Jordan basketball. So it's got to be Fila's, Reebok.
Reebok pump. There you go.
Reebok pump.
This nigga said the Reebok pump.
You out of all the Reebok?
I mean, shit, I ain't balling nothing besides Nike. So, I mean, I'm just throwing something out there.
I did have a pair of Omnis back in the day. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I did have some pumps, but I ain't balling them.
Pumps in the bump. Marcus. Mr. High Heels. Holla.
I mean, shit, the only thing I ever played ball in was Nike and Jordan. I mean,
right, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I'm throwing something out there.
That's why I made it.
Besides that, I'm going to have to throw some other shit out there on you. I'm going to have to go with them old Converse weapons on your ass.
Wow.
I'm mad at that shit. And Rail just talked about that.
They up there. I got a pair of those.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got a pair of those.
Yeah, Rail just talked about those 2 weeks ago.
These sweats are kind of tight. I want everybody seeing what I got.
Don't do a LeBron. Don't do a LeBron on there.
Be like
adjustment. Nah, we good.
Your video has been censored. Ma.
Yo.
So what would be your selection here?
Oh, questions. Reebok.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, until delivered.
Well,
round 4.
There you go.
Somebody picked it. But yeah. All right, here we go. All right, best non-Nike Jordan basketball shoe. We have Mr. Kicks Connoisseur with the Reebok Question Red Toe, and we have Matza with the Steph Curry Under Armour 2.5s. Now,
I see how you playing my style.
I knew he was gonna pick a Stephen Curry sneaker.
My ass ain't never wore goddamn.
Listen. I got a really interesting reason why I picked that one.
Oh yeah, you're up. You're up. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're
I
up.
gotta hear it.
This is gonna be great.
Go ahead. You're up.
Oh, you want me to tell you right now?
Yeah. You're up.
Connoisseur was coming up. All right, so I don't wear anything other than Jordans, really. I had a couple of pairs of Nikes, but so I was playing ball. Was it the week before last at the Y out here, and they do up games every Tuesday and Friday, and so there was a whole crew of like 20, 25-year-old kids there, and so I was running around with them, and so actually a kid that I was talking to was wearing that sneaker. And I was kind of like busting his balls a little bit. And I was like, yo, how could you really wear those sneakers? And so what he told me was it's literally it's the most comfortable shoe he's ever played in. And he said that it basically really makes his feet feel like they're super protected when he's running up and down the court. So I got to take his word for it because he was really running up and down pretty good. So that's the one I went with.
He was running like a deer, like a gazelle.
Wait, you took this dude's word? You ain't tried it out yourself?
Try it out myself?
He said, try it. Under Armour.
Okay, tell you what, Monster, take my bag of M&Ms every day. You gonna get skinny. There you go.
Nah, I pulled out the 29s from the Pantone box. They never get any burn. So, yeah, those things just sat there. They've been sitting there for years, so I figured I might as well get some use out of them, right? Play some ball in them.
Grass cutters.
I mean, what would you do with them, right?
Cut the grass.
Don't you? No, you bought the Pantone on their own. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't do it. I literally would cut the grass in those. For real.
I mean, I wouldn't buy them, but they came with the shoe.
All right, no, I got you.
Thanks, babe. All right, Mr. Kicks Connoisseur, you went with the red toe Iverson.
Yeah, I had to go with the Iversons, because I mean, aside from Jordan, Iverson was the only other player in the league that made you want to go outside and, you know what I'm saying, practice your handles, your crossovers, because what he was doing on the court was, you know, it was just crazy.
So no
and that shoe,
Grant Hill?
is it? Nah, not great. Iverson was that dude though.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything he stood for when he came out was just like everybody else from the hood. So there's nothing clean cut about him. Raw.
Yeah,
Everybody wanted to be like Iverson. I mean, aside from everybody wanted to be like Jordan, but Iverson was that dude. So.
Ooh, this one getting ugly already. Ooh. Well, okay. The chat has selected.
You don't even need to count.
There's no need to count.
Oh my God!
Somebody got a white towel.
Hey, this one ain't made it. It'll be evened up, I believe. If he pulls this one off, pause.
Yeah,
Mark,
I ain't seen anybody in there.
Well, Ma, he might get a vote for Ma. We'll see. Ma, what you got?
Ma even asked, "Why did you pick that one?"
No, I was curious as to why.
But he has all of them, though. Don't you have all of them?
Not all of them. I have a good number of them. If the story had been there outside of some kids that he could run up and down in them, then maybe I could be swayed. But I mean, clearly the question, like before Curry, it was AI, and that was a dude that like whose game I was emulating out there. So there's no question, I'm going with AI.
But what's the better shoe to play basketball in?
The better shoe, I would probably say, I don't know, maybe the 2.5. I bought maybe once in a 2.5, so I can't even give it a reasonable
assessment,
like breakdown. It's got what 10, 15 years worth of tech, new tech that's built into it. So I would hope that it's a better basketball shoe. I know it's tied around the toe box, which isn't a great feeling, and the tongue is a little weird because the lacing system finishes on the side. And if you would have went with the 73 and 9 and told that story, then possibly
you should have went with the Sand Vipers.
I think Moss is just ready. You might as well just be like, "Look, this is my shoe," and then just be quiet.
The only thing that I have outside
this is my shoe because it's a sneaker.
The only thing I have is the weapon. So, all right, Marcus. I know this will be quick.
I mean, it's AI all day. I mean, that shoe was like the first shoe outside of Nike Jordan brand that I looked at, and I was like, I gotta have it. And I mean, I remember just going crazy over Iverson. I mean, because in actuality, Iverson's the best pound for pound player ever played the game. Period. That's what it is.
All right, Mo, what you got?
I love Jordan, but that's the man.
Yeah. Same AI.
All right,
we talking about practice.
Perfect.
You need practice. Putting 30 up a game.
All right. Round 5. I won't even ask everybody this one because there weren't as many colorways of these. So we'll just go ahead and jump into round 5 so we can get into topics.
Round 5.
Round 5.
Let's go.
So round 5, best LeBron 1, and we have Mata with the black and red pair, and then we have Mr. Kicks Connoisseur with the St. Vincent St. Mary's pair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Mr. Kicks Connoisseur. What's your story? Or go ahead and try to sell.
No big real story. I mean, our first look of LeBron was in his high school jersey, so going with that colorway, it made sense. I didn't really start getting into LeBrons till maybe about I would say last night, yeah. Maybe the Soldier 10s, and a lot with the 16s and the 15s. So
all right.
That colorway right there, it just made sense.
It's definitely nice for sure.
Oh yeah,
Matza.
Yeah.
So I went with the black and red colorway because you can't really go wrong with the black and red colorway. And Mo, you're not happy with me. I see that.
Mo, yeah, the worst critic.
Colorway that I went with.
He's super harsh. He's super harsh. I don't know, though, man. I don't know about this one. This one could be interesting.
Man.
But we are going to go ahead and start with our biggest critic here, Mr. Mo.
Man, really?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
I know this
both
is
of them.
crazy.
I have
This is
both
tough.
of them. I say I have both of them.
I do too.
I think what kind of gets me is the fact like the St. Vincent St. Mary, like that's more of like a PE style. So in terms of
But,
like
I mean,
general
they dropped,
excitement,
so.
I mean they did now. But I'm gonna lean toward that. You know, I was a huge LeBron fan in high school and such. So to bring it back to St. Vincent St. Mary's, you know, Brett is iconic with Mike, and I think you don't really have to say much when it comes to Jordan. So I'm gonna give the nod to the St. Vincent St. Mary's.
All right. So let's go with Marcus.
I'm gonna have to go with the black and red pair. I mean, they just, I don't know. It's more reminiscent of Jordan, and that's what I like about it. So I'm gonna have to go.
All right. It's close.
Mm-hmm.
Mo, what you got?
No, this ain't about to be close. Molly alluded to this earlier. I'm not a fan of black shoes, so we're gonna St. Vincent St. Mary. I'm very plain and simple.
All right. So hold on a second.
Damn.
Let me go ahead and.
I still love you, though, Master.
Let's check it out here. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Me.
I don't know. To me, you can't go wrong with a black and red shoe.
I'm a that's gonna get me.
I think the chat went with the black. The chat went with the black and red.
Did.
So it is a tie.
Uh-oh.
That means that I have to vote. And
oh boy,
I'll be 100% honest with you.
Uh-oh.
The black pair is better. It's a better. I think it's a better shoe to me, honestly.
Just very simple. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
No. The thing that I don't like about like the white pairs of the Zoom generations, I don't like that thin line around the toe box. Like I think it looks kind of. It looks like it's made out of blocks somewhat, but I like how the black, you know, it looks like a different shoe to me almost. So I would actually go with the black pair, man. So, I mean, my vote counts. I'm gonna have to. I mean, it could be a tie. It could be a tie because I don't vote. I see him already, so that's why I don't think it's fair.
Doesn't matter.
It don't matter. You're not showing favoritism. I mean, you're picking what you like. Yeah, you're picking the one you like.
All right. So I'll go with the black pair. So that means Mata gets it by the slimmest margin of Soleviver.
Just judge by the color of your hat. We know what you
gets the W.
Facts.
I'll take it.
All right, but I'm not gonna kick nobody off the show because I want to get everybody's perspective. Next week.
You said damn.
Hey,
you say that shit every week.
Next week we're gonna kick somebody off. That's what we're gonna do. Or if your connection sucks, we'll kick you off.
So Monster don't drop no more.
No.
All right, so let's go. What the topic?
What the heck?
Talk about connection. Are we about to drop here?
No, we got.
Why when niggas in basketball fight, they don't never hit each other? I mean, just be swinging.
Nobody wants to.
I mean, you know, you got to.
You talking about that Raptors game?
Yeah, Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody hit shit. How you miss a nigga that you holding on to?
You gotta look tough, man, but you don't want to get suspended too many games.
You don't want to get that assault charge. Welcome to the topics. Sponsored by City Jeans Premium. We don't have a wheel today, but we will pretty soon here. I think maybe the next week or two. So make sure you guys go ahead and comment the last 5 videos, and we will randomly pick one of the videos. People that comment, and you will get to spin the wheel, and then you will get to win something from City Jeans, whether it be sneakers, t-shirts, sunglasses, hats, t-shirts, something. Shout out to Elvin Dominican Coquille, City Jeans Premium. Appreciate
putting up some money. Hey, let me send you my bank account number. You can put that in my account too.
Yeah, send me your bank account, your ACH routing number, PIN number. Send it all to me.
Just send me some money, Western Union. That's good.
Reseller.
So the
DHL
shots. No, I'm just playing. DHL. All right. So the first topic is sneakers at its apex, and we saw, we actually Mo or Ma, you go ahead and get into this one because you were actually there.
All right, so this past Saturday, Urban Necessities, and they had a joint venture with American Eagle. They're actually operating within their store location, 599 Broadway in New York. So this is the second store for Urban Necessities right in the heart of Soho in New York City. Really changes the game as far as, that particular sector of the market, retail space, etc. And it got me to thinking, like, is this the apex? Is this the top? Is this as high as it can get? Or is this really just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg? And this is going to completely change the way, we experience sneakers and the way we think about it, from an overall financial standpoint.
I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. I think that it's just increasing as you see, this project work with American Eagle. I mean, when you were there, do you feel that it's going to be a successful campaign?
I do. I think that, again, the location, the fact that it's right on Broadway, he's got the backing of a very large corporation. Whether you shop personally at American Eagle, the fact of the matter is a lot of people do, and it generates a lot of revenue. And so he's now got that revenue engine, supporting his brand, his ideas, and his visions. So for me, it really sky's the limit. And if they look to expand that across other cities, other countries, it really does kind of change the game. And the fact of the matter is, he's able to come in, have less overhead. He's got the joint venture. He's already cheaper, or have his consignment's already less. It's 10%. So he's, in terms of just overall, street knowledge and strategy, he's coming in with just as good, if not better, product at a lower cost. So he really is chopping the competition's legs right from under them.
Look, we talking about JC. We spoke to the guy before, numerous times. We actually had him on the show, which we wish we could show.
The unaired show.
And that unaired show.
We have two unaired shows.
Yeah. But this guy, for number one, he's already proven that, he can take nothing and turn it into something. He's the kind of guy that you want to look towards. We all have these heroes and stuff we look at in the sneaker world. This guy was homeless. This guy was living in his car, and he's become a millionaire, with these great ideas he comes up with. I don't think we're at an apex. I think we are going to continue to see the sneaker world grow. And I say that from my point of view, when my friends come to me and they ask me questions about sneakers, the things that they don't know about the sneaker culture that we see every day, that we take for granted, that other people don't know and don't understand, as that expands and more people see it, especially behind somebody like JC, who he's a great personality, he's a nice guy, he's the kind of guy you want to see win. Right. And when you see him doing something like this, it brings other people on board and say, hey, let me look at this. Let me, see what's going on in this sneaker community. And I think from here, we're just going to keep growing. It's just steps. Because if you'd asked me 10 or 15 years ago, if I'd have thought we'd been here, I'd have laughed at you. So to ask that question again, have we hit the apex? There's no way. We're so far away from it that we just can't even see it. But it's because what we've seen before. So I think we have a long, long way to go. And I think this is only going to grow. You see commercials with fucking Seth Fowler. You see commercials with Kylie, played all damn day. And that's crazy.
Right. You got Cousteau in movies.
You got Cousteau in the Bel Air movie, the Fresh Prince movie.
It's like Danny Dabbs just said, you're going to have hype beasts in there after American Eagle clothing. And just think about what that's going to do for them as, they get that exposure to that part of the culture, and then people start going and you see that partnership work, and then other companies are going to want to partner with that, and they see that the sneakers are bringing that attention. I think
they're already. Oh, sorry, Kev.
Go ahead.
But some of them are already. So, who Nordstrom is partnering with? Nordstrom is already selling some of that stuff, like Off-White, and they partnered with. I forgot if it was Flight Club or State. It's one of them who they're trying to build a standalone spot in New York. I forgot which one of the two it was. So I read it a while ago, but I think like you said, that they're seeing the value that shoes can bring to them, because, I was reading the article as far as, JC, when they had approached him about the idea, and he was just kind of like, really? And I thought the same thing, you know, but then it said like 4 out of 10 people coming in his spot wear American Eagle jeans. You know, I didn't even realize they were the second biggest jean behind Walmart. I didn't know that.
Right,
So,
you look at the demographics and you look at, okay, what's my target audience? Who am I trying to reach? You know, what age group or what have you? And you realize that while on the surface, they're so different, in reality, there's a great synergy. And the foot traffic that's coming in, that's going to look at shoes and then buy urban or buy American Eagle apparel. And so I went in there, they had it set up where you could customize your jacket, your shirt with the UN branding on it, throw patches on it, the whole 9 yards. So you can get a jacket, boom, and they were doing all that other stuff for free. And you were basically walking away with like a Urban Necessities jean jacket.
They were doing that for free? The extra
100%.
stuff?
Yep. So at that point, it wasn't even like you were buying American Eagle. It was like you were buying Urban Necessities. I think that's what we're going to see as well. You're going to see actual like partnership branding of the clothing.
Yeah, that's smart. And you know they were, and I read an article. What was it, a couple of days ago? Because I guess JC's supposed to be doing one and opening something in Toronto in October.
Yeah, he said he's gonna open up 9 more stores. So I'm like,
yeah,
right.
I'm like, man, you know. But he said he's got a pinball machine in there that, you know, feed the pinball machine, and I guess at the end of the month, you know, whoever has the highest score, they get X number of dollars in credit towards,
right.
You know,
well, that's ripped straight from the Vegas. So that,
he does that in Vegas too.
Okay. The what is it? The key lock, whatever that's called.
Okay, the Keymaster.
Keymaster, that was in there, and anything that you bought over the weekend, you got a free play. So it's the same blueprint, but he's bringing that experience and spreading that across regionally.
Right. I just hope that he can keep a handle on it accurately without, because you know sometimes when you grow too fast, you don't get a chance to pay attention to everything and make it run the way that it works properly. Right. So hopefully he's.
I think with him, he's got a lot of smart people around him, and that's right. Things I've noticed. I mean, Maul, this your first experience going to one of his stores?
It is.
I've gone 3 times to his store in Vegas, and when I tell you, man, I've never experienced customer service like that in a shoe store in my life. No Foot Locker, no anything. And this is a consignment store. The customer service is great. The people who work for him are great. They're knowledgeable. They're helpful. They're all the things that you look for when you go into a place. And I think the thing about him is that he's so smart. He knows how to surround himself with the people who are going to make him stay successful. That's what any successful business is all about, surrounding yourself with the right people.
But you can have a successful business and then grow too fast. I mean, look at Target in Canada. It's just, I mean, American Eagle has a lot of stores. You know, so say that they try to package it a certain way, and then I think that there's a way to kind of kill the culture vibe in that if you make it just like another American Eagle where you have like a shoe area in the back. I don't know if it works the same way.
This doesn't work at every store, and I think he's smart enough to realize that. Putting it in New York, that's perfect. Putting one in LA, that's perfect. Like you said, Toronto, that's perfect. But you putting one in Miami is perfect. But you can't put one in Idaho. You can't put one in Wisconsin.
No.
But if you're putting nine out there, where are you putting them?
Here's the other aspect, though. Like
they don't all have to be in America, though.
Right, doesn't have to all be American Eagle. That's this particular joint venture, and I would imagine that he has like a compete clause where he can't open another one within a certain vicinity of that particular location. Outside of that, it's still him doing independently because he didn't sell. He's not bought out by American Eagle.
It's just a partnership.
This particular, exactly. This is a
because isn't it only for like a year that it's there, something like that? I think I
don't know what the logistics are behind it, but the fact of the matter is he has prime real estate in an area where real estate is everything, location is everything, and it's hard to come by in New York. So he basically was allowed, because we had a conversation on the side, he wasn't going to do New York. Like that wasn't in the realm because it's oversaturated. But now for him to come in, not have to pay that rip, and be the lowest with the top, with top shoes. I'm not gonna say the best shoes, but an array of shoes that are like fucking phenomenal. I mean, you can't really beat that.
Right.
And for him to go to other locations, he could do it a little bit differently. And the networking, the connections, Kev, you talk about as a small business owner growing too big and then, kind of getting top heavy where you topple over.
Right.
Well, with him being aligned with American Eagle, that really solidifies his foundation and his base and the contacts and the connections and everyone else. So that next venture may not be with American Eagle, but it might be from someone who was on American Eagle's board met JC, said, all right, I want to bring this idea. Let's partner with another brand that I have. You could use this location.
But who do you hire
who
do you hire to take that position over? Do you hire somebody who's within the American Eagle that doesn't really have that affinity for sneakers? So I mean, at that point, I mean,
maybe he has a manager.
I think that you have to have a certain amount of expertise to run that type of store, especially with the amount of fakes that are coming through. I mean, hey, I bought a pair of shoes from Urban Necessities. I sent them to StockX and they're fake. And then, what I'm saying?
He has authenticators, just like StockX has authenticators.
Right. I mean, like you said, you can hire someone if you have a strong, a manager who could run that store.
But I'm saying, like, say somebody gets sick, the store's not going to close. We're going to put Susie over there, and she's going to sit there and she's going to man the UN joint.
UN.
And then you're going to get UAs.
Right. Oh.
No, I mean, no shot.
Well, but I think like you said, you're going to have a staff, right? I think, you're going to have several people on staff who authenticate. You're going to have a manager who's overseeing that stuff. So, I mean, if the manager gets sick, you get another manager, but you still got those I shouldn't say lower level, but those authenticators who are still
delegate.
there.
So are the people that work at UN?
Someone who's in charge of consignment.
So are people that work
in charge of authenticating?
Are they both employees of American Eagle, or is one a UN employee and one an American Eagle employee?
It'd be a UN employee. Those guys who are working within the sneaker space are UN employees.
Okay.
Right. American Eagle is just giving space.
Exactly. The man who's folding the jeans ain't authenticating the kicks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's church and state. And the experience, the process is really dope.
When you visited his stores in Vegas, how big is his staff though?
That's a good point.
The first time I went, when I first went, he was still new in that store location. I want to say it was 4 people. The last time I went, it may have been 6 or 7 people working. It was a huge store. And I mean, it was a lot of people in there. I mean, the last 2 times I went, it was a lot of people in there. I mean, of course, it's a tourist attraction. People come just to say they went in there. They come in there taking pictures. But it was well managed. It was somebody at the door to greet you. If you're looking at a shoe you got in your hand, I can go in Foot Locker and pick up a shoe and say I want a size 11, and I could be standing there for 15 minutes before somebody come over there and say, "Oh, what size is that?" But in there, they're gonna come up to you. They got iPads set up that show you the inventory of what they have. You're not in there waiting all day. I mean, and the people know their shit. Another thing about it is, I've gone to many different consignment stores, pound for pound, different locations. When you take a shoe into Urban Necessities, they are authenticating. Whereas I've taken a shoe to places here in Dallas, and I guess by faith they trust me. They don't even fucking look at the shoe. You know what I'm saying? They open the box and see if it's been worn. And put it in.
You take a pair of shoes back to Foot Locker, and they look at them to see if they've been worn, and that's it.
If they've been worn, that's it.
Exactly. So when you
that's
take
what
a
I'm
shoe
saying,
those
though.
guys are
Too
really
big.
But you're not gonna get that though, Kev, because he's not gonna have those type of people working.
I hope he does. I hope he doesn't, man. I want him to win. I like JC. Like, I want him to win.
I'm sure he's going. I didn't realize.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure risk assessment.
No, those are legitimate questions to pose.
Right.
But even so, like the tech behind the experience and such, like you go in there, like there's no prices, no stickers, there's no cellophane. Like the shoes are there, you can touch them, you can grab them, you scan it. That directs you to the website, shows you the price, shows you the sizes that they have. Like the whole experience is different. He's ahead of the game, bro. He's doing what Nike and Foot Locker and these other retail spaces should be doing. He's giving them the blueprint.
Did you make a video?
I did not make a video.
Should have made a video.
You don't even think about that when you go in the store, because the way the store is set up, you just kind of in awe. I mean, like you got the wall. Did they have a wall there, Mall, where you can sign and stuff like that?
Yeah, I signed the wall.
Yeah, he put the Monday Midsole.
Midsole's on there. Yep.
Yeah.
The show. I'll be back. Trust and believe. I brought a pair of shoes to consign just to support or what have you. But as I downsize, I'll probably use that as my vehicle to do so.
Have you been to round 2 out that way?
I have not.
Okay.
It's around the corner. It's not far, but
that's one thing that I wondered. Like, round 2 has what, 3 stores now?
Miami,
Virginia. No, 4.
New York.
They have 4. Oh, so they'll have 5. I wonder if you have the same experience or the same level of.
That's what I was
at.
That's why I was asking.
At each location, like
I have. I mean, for me, it's just different. Like, because I'm here in Jersey. I've never been to Flight Club. I've never been around to. I haven't been to half of the.
I wouldn't have bought none of that Flight Club. I would check it out.
Listen, I haven't been to any of those spots that people, come out of town to go visit. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never think to do that. I've been to Rare Pair, I've been to a couple other ones, but like this is one that I had to go to. It has more meaning to me.
That's what's up. Well, JC, man, we hope you win. Hopefully you come back on the show so we can air an actual show. Unfortunately, we lost one with a hard drive, and it wasn't my hard drive, so don't yell at me. But don't yell at whose hard drive it was because it wasn't his fault. But
yeah, Chad, go hit him up on his comments and say, hey, come on to Monday Midsole. Everybody go hit him up. Yeah. Let him know we want to see
he's hella busy. I think after Cleveland SneakerCon, as he just posted a picture, because I think he's going out to Cleveland for SneakerCon. So the shop doesn't close till 9 during the week. That's the only issue. So we might have to do like a special edition joint.
That's cool. We'll make it work. So I want to get into the second one.
Just straight interview 9:30. 10. Yeah, let's keep it going, man.
All right, let's go ahead. So now the second topic, we'll kind of be brief on this one because I like to get into as many as possible and not get into too much of overtime if we have to do that.
Please, I'm tired. We lost an hour already.
Yeah, you know.
That was 3 days ago, man.
They gotta cut that out.
3 days? What are you talking about? It was yesterday.
We got Kylie Jenner as the youngest. What youngest
self-made billionaire?
Self-made billionaire. I mean, that's like you're the first person to reach 100 miles per hour, but you were born in a 75 mile per hour truck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It is what it is. But I mean, it's a lot of money. So, you got her. She was pushing Puma for a while, and then she came over to Adidas with Kanye, and then now you have Kendal. She just signed a deal, or she's pushing Adidas now too. Now the Kardashians, I mean, now you see that obviously when she's a billionaire, she's making money. But do they have any type of impact on our culture, the sneaker culture?
They don't have an impact.
I mean, it depends on the demographic.
All right. Well, I'll say this, and this is all I have to say on the topic, so I'll be brief and you guys can debate it over. They don't have an influence on our culture, sneaker culture.
Right.
Well, what Mo, Marcus, Matza, Kicks, Kev, what we do, but they have an influence on the culture.
Sneaker purchase.
Yes.
On just flat out the culture, right? Pop, whether it be, pop culture, whatever the case, but whatever you want to, lump that into, they have a ginormous, seismic influence on the culture,
right?
Whether that's good or bad. So the fact of the matter is they will continue to excel and get those kinds of deals because they're going to reach areas that someone who actually is in that sneaker culture just doesn't have the reach for. So
right,
they'll expand it.
Facts.
You're gonna bring people in who don't like shoes.
Right, Matza, man, you're kind of quiet. Want to get you involved, man. What do you think about this?
I mean, you guys kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier. It's the sneaker culture is changing with all the hype and it's becoming more mainstream and people who never used to be into sneakers years ago are all of a sudden, gung-ho about sneakers. And so I think this kind of like feeds into that. And so as it becomes more part of popular culture and as, kind of the demo who's buying sneakers and talking about sneakers is changing, Maul said it best. I mean, they're influencing the bigger culture, and so as our little world, gets rolled into the bigger cultural world, yeah, they're gonna have an impact, just like Kanye did. And even though people have their opinions about him and about the sneakers, but I mean, he made a huge dent in sneaker culture. And realistically speaking, who was he to enter into the sneaker business to begin with, right? So similarly, I think, because they have such a wide effect on so many different people that are part of popular culture, I think that's going to tie into sneaker culture, especially as it becomes more part of the mainstream.
All right. Mr. Kicks, man, what about you? What do you think about this?
I agree. I see where like a lot of these big sneaker companies are like they're approaching different artists and having them wear certain sneakers because they see that's where they see that's a big money thing. Because every time you see an athlete, not even an athlete, you see a rapper or a celebrity, you want to see what's on their feet, and then because you're just curious to see what they're rocking, and I think everybody's starting to get hip to that. And I mean, who was Travis Scott before all those sneaker, like before Nike approached him on that sneaker deal?
I mean, I listened to Travis before.
No. Like, as an artist, yeah, but it's just now the more he got involved with Nike, it became a bigger thing. Right. And I think they see what their influence is, and a lot of companies are capitalizing on it now. And who bigger than the Kardashians to align with that? And it's a smart move for Adidas and whatever sneaker company wants to align themselves with. But that's just the way the trend is going, and it's not going to stop.
Right. And I'll Kick the Habit had a good point. He said that there's a lot of people that are born into money that don't work for it, and they do work hard, and they do. I mean, my wife watches the show, and I'm like, man, these girls got stuff planned. But you know what I'm saying? I think that self-made is probably maybe a miss. I'd say
it's a loose term.
Yeah, I can't say self-made, but I mean they definitely, from where they are at, they have made increases into their lifestyle and made their own imprint into
Well, I'll give her credit, because the business advisors that she has, they steer in the right direction. She owns all her rights.
Yeah,
like her makeup line, the whole Kylie Jenner challenge thing, and the whole, those were injections, but she got people riding with it,
right?
And she put out the makeup line, and she owns 100% of the rights to it. So she's
their mom is a very smart business lady. They use their platform for the right thing. Like
too.
What I'm saying, they turned up that. I mean, it started with Kim, right? And with the sex tape, and they just took that and they turned it. They turned
Ray J's the epicenter of all this.
Pretty much.
Blame Ray J.
I'm sure the mom was in the ear after that tape was like, look, we're gonna turn this into something. Mom is smart. I mean,
I think mom's been smart since OJ, man.
Oh yeah.
That Pip hand strong.
Mom is smart. I mean, you can say what you want. People say, oh, she's pimping her daughters out, but mom is smart. They're doing some things. And like you said, I mean, they're not just sitting back saying we're rich. They're expanding on that, right? I mean, but that's anybody. I mean, most rich people, that's like, Jeff Bezos.
I think that when you have money, you have access to avenues that other people don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that, somebody that already has money already has somebody that they have a money person. They have someone that tells you, hey, you should probably invest into this. Whereas, somebody that might have been born a little bit less fortunate doesn't have that type of guidance. Even at a school, they don't tell you how to, about taxes and things like that. Depending on where you're going, you don't have that
paying taxes.
Yeah, you don't have that. You don't have that.
They make too much money to pay taxes.
Well, I mean, you just think about like what happened. They called the nines to tax day nines. I think that mentality is kind of what keeps the cycle going, because you're like, oh, you got your tax money. Let's go ahead and buy some rims. Let's go buy some, some Jordans and this and that.
Who the hell gets a refund?
I don't, but the people that do are the people that look forward to it. And I think that if you come in there and you you threaten to take something like that away, that's part of a culture, and people fear leaving that culture. And
I ain't got a refund check since I was claiming 15 kids on my shit. So
15, damn nigga, what you had, a school bus?
Yeah, I was trying to
refund or welfare?
Nigga, I ain't never done no welfare.
You had a WIC card.
EBT.
You said he went to Everest for free.
Hey, that cheese was good though. I ain't gonna.
I can't be telling my secrets.
You make a ham sandwich out of that cheese. That motherfucker banging, boy.
The government may be watching, so I ain't gonna tell no secrets. But my name is Michael Ogden.
I mean, it's statute of limitations, man. I mean,
I'm about to say they can't go back a quarter century.
They used to pay. They used to pay Social Security in shillings. You got paid in. You got paid in shells.
Yeah, Marcus was so old; he was the first person taxed.
Yep. With that 00001 Social Security number.
Wasn't even zeros. That shit was just one period.
Back then, they didn't have banks. They just had treasure boxes. Oh man. So anybody else got anything to add to this one? We can go into the third one.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay. LeBron. Ma, you want to do this one?
Yeah, so LeBron passes Jordan for 4th all-time scoring. And you know, he donned a pretty interesting pair of LeBron 16s. Obviously, everyone's familiar with the LeBron watch, and these were based off the Jordan 3. This is kind of his homage to Mike. He's, you know, had some interesting words that were written on the shoe and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure everybody, similar to the Super Bowl, was sitting there refreshing, waiting for the draw, waiting for the drop, the release. Like, yeah, these are definitely coming out. And like Mike, they just didn't drop. So I think it's a huge miss on Nike's part. It was a golden opportunity for that to come out and really kind of add to what is now a growing legacy of the LeBron watch. And you know, LeBron's sitting in LA, which for all intents and purposes are about the shoes more than the game, because Lakers ain't doing shit. And kind of just tie that into, like, with Air Max Day and them not necessarily dropping anything new. What's going on with Nike where it seems like they have these golden opportunities to really capitalize on the experience, that they're just, you know, coming up short?
I wonder, they're just getting lazy. They're just living off their name. Like, people are still gonna buy our product. We don't need to do this stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably what they think. Maybe
because you're right. That would have been a good time to drop that, right?
Here's one of the things I thought, that I was like, maybe from a rights standpoint, like they couldn't put out the elephant print. Like, as far as like a drop, like on a PE, it was one thing, but for it to be mainstream and it release and have to pay, you know, kind of like when they dropped the Lakers 9s, but they didn't call it the Kobe PE. They used the same hue, because then they would have to pay Kobe, and the same thing they did with the Deion Sanders if it had something to do with like royalties and rights. So maybe that's why.
But there's elephant print on other shoes.
He knew he was, but that's not even elephant print. That's a graffiti.
Yeah, it was writing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they could have done this shoe, or he could have wore the Super LeBron. He could have wore a different shoe, and they ended up dropping the Super LeBron anyway.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
like,
I just felt like, you know, they needed. They're ingrained in the NBA. I mean, you got the jerseys and the shorts. Everything is Nike already. Like, why not take advantage and separate even further by doing the LeBron watch or doing the Kyrie watch or something? Like, get people watching these games,
right?
Not just to one person. You could sell, like, hey, we're going to drop a limited this shoe. You drop a limited Kyrie,
or they could have dropped an ID like they did for Kobe. Like Kobe had their.
What happened to the IDs?
But you dropped something at the Grammys.
At the Grammys,
right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But you missed the that's
the All-Star game. I mean, I think because they knew everybody was waiting for that during the All-Star game, and they just didn't. It is a missed opportunity. Anyway, you look at it, it's a bigger amount of people watching that show, or could be watching that game, and you do miss that opportunity.
But do they really care? Because regardless of when they drop them, they're gonna sell out immediately.
Right.
Exactly. If
they
drop them.
Okay, but if whatever,
they just don't care.
But I think that one of the things that sells shoes to us is the nostalgia factor. So when you talk about, I watched LeBron pass Jordan in scoring, you know, in these shoes, you know what I'm saying? That has a direct tie. And I was watching the game, and I was actually able to purchase these shoes at that current moment. Like, that adds a whole different layer of nostalgia that I think that LeBron probably needs, because LeBron, for being such a great player, is probably one of the most hated players. Is what I mean.
At this point, if he's that hated,
but he catches a lot of, like, when he passed Jordan, then you have everybody in their mind putting up the ring toss thing and everything like that, and that got me thinking about, like, man, I wonder what his kids think. Like, I bet you his kids probably have the thickest skin, or they just can't watch anything because
You don't think Kobe was hated as much? You don't think Michael was hated as much? They were hated. The only difference, Kevin, is social media. That's the only difference.
Right. So they have people have access to hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go on to Twitter and you have a F Lil LeBron or whatever, you know, your dad is da-da-da-da-da. Like, where Jordan, you know, somebody might have hated on him, but how are they going to do it? They're going to send him a letter? You got to open that joint. Like, you ain't got to see that. You go to the game, what? You're going to go down and, I mean, where the kids are going to be, they're not going to have, like, haters like that just talking about, you know, Jordan and everything like that.
Marcus don't get it. Back in his day, they had to get, like, a stone tablet. It was too much work. It was too much
You had to climb up a mountain.
You had to actually work to hate back in the day.
You had to catch a damn pigeon and shit and see if you can get that motherfucker to fly the right place and shit.
On a Pony Express.
Possible.
But I think with the Air Max Day, you know, just to kind of pivot, with Air Max Day, they say they're not going to release anything.
Oh man, we going past this.
That doesn't mean that they won't restock anything. It just means they're not dropping anything new. So it could be a pump fake. I'm just saying.
Was there more to the Air Max Day thing? Because they did say that they weren't dropping anything, but maybe I'm wrong. I read something about they're going to do something with regards to charity instead, or something like that.
Yeah, similar.
Yes, something like more Air Initiative, like with the community.
Right.
Where they are supposed to be supporting some type of local events or local thing. But, I mean, you haven't heard of anything happening.
Right.
Similar to, like, Under Armour and Steph Curry, where he told them, well, you know, instead of throwing parties and such for All-Star Weekend, use that money to build up the community.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of want to, like, I see Point actually said only because people keep comparing him to MJ, but, like, whose fault is that? That's our fault because we're the ones that do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have anything to do with him or his kids. Now, you know, granted, he said that's when he felt like he was the best player or whatever. You know, some people are gonna agree, some people aren't gonna agree. But like, I felt like the hate was there, but prior to him even saying that, so people were comparing. Like it's something that happens naturally, I guess, because I think I did the same thing with Kobe. So I mean, I'm not gonna hate on Kobe. But I didn't watch Kobe, so I can't speak on Kobe like I can speak on LeBron or Jordan.
Cold-blooded.
So, you know, like...
But it also goes with the territory because it was his selling point. Like, the very thing that made him marketable, that made him the highest paid, you know, to sign the highest sneaker deal, et cetera, was the whole allure, the king, the chosen one. So you came into the game as a rookie already saying that you were going to be like the second coming. So for you to not say, well, I don't want to be compared to that, I'm chasing ghosts, woe is me, you know, you kind of speak it out both sides of your mouth.
Yeah. Like you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I mean, come on. They televised
but lots of people are though. Like if they approach you like that, I mean, they're going to televise your game as a high school kid, which that really didn't happen prior to LeBron.
Yeah.
And then
listen, LeBron will be appreciated much more
when he's gone.
Once he's retired. There's a lot of people here that quote unquote love MJ, but they didn't love him as they do now at the time. Like when he was burning the Knicks or burning your favorite team, you didn't love him the same way. I think at like the latter stage. So like when he came back from the retirement, I had a more of an appreciation for Mike. But beforehand, like I wasn't really rocking with Mike like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's great, and I want to be like Mike. Yeah, I want to be great too. But he wasn't my favorite player coming up. You know what I mean? Like I was a Knicks fan.
But I think that people don't hate.
I like John Starks more than I like Michael Jordan back then. You feel me?
Like, yeah, I mean he was your local guy. But I think that you know you gotta respect Michael Jordan. I think that people don't want to go up that hill with the Jordan fanatics and argue that point, you know, so that it's easy to say, all right, yeah, I'll give Jordan whatever, but we ain't giving LeBron nothing. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like everybody.
I mean, but I don't think nobody is saying they giving LeBron nothing. They just went about it two different ways, and it's things that decisions that LeBron has made that makes you back off of him being great.
And his personality.
But
literally the decision, literally.
But I'm saying that, like, but if you get into Jordan, I mean, he had a lot of character flaws that you know a lot of people didn't.
It's not the same. A lot of Jordan character flaws were not on the court. Most of them were not on the court.
Right.
The only thing that you can say about Jordan on the court is that he talked a lot of shit to other players. That's exactly. Outside of that, that was it. But with LeBron, I mean, for number one, the decision. I mean, that changed the scope of basketball forever.
That's when I started hating him.
Hey, but
yes,
you got,
and I love LeBron before that.
But
all
right, the decision was bad, and I mean, obviously, I'm Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like that hit me a certain type of way. It probably affected me a little bit more than a lot of other people. But I mean, you got people that kill people, and then you got people in the hood with free little poo poo. Like he killed somebody. But then there's like, well, F LeBron, remember the you know what I'm saying, the decision or whatever. Like, listen, it's a decision. It had nothing to do with your life. This nigga killed somebody. Fuck out of here with that.
It's just a matter of how he did it, though, right? You have this whole.
Who cares? He came back and he brought a championship to a city that hadn't seen one.
Which made him more likable, and the NBA helped him. It made him more likable. It was definitely a PR. He saved face. The NBA definitely had a hand in that, so kudos to them. They cemented his legacy. And the fact of the matter is, like, LeBron brings a lot of this shit on himself.
But listen to this. Hold on, real quick. Had he not left, he probably wouldn't have won a championship in Cleveland.
Maybe not.
They were able to get Kyrie,
right?
Which
was
convenient because they got the lottery twice after LeBron left.
Right.
And that's Bennett and. Bennett was
trash can.
Again, that goes back to Michael being the GOAT. Michael didn't have to leave to get a championship.
But he had a good base though. When Michael left,
Michael made his base good. But everybody keeps saying, if you would put some of those same players on other teams, they would not have done what they did. Michael made.
When Michael left, they won 50 games. They won 50 games without Michael. When he left,
who were they playing?
Everybody that Michael was playing.
Man, no, they
wasn't. Yes, they were. Where'd they go? They died? Did they die?
The East was not that strong. The East was not that strong. Man, come on. The East was. Houston won 2 goddamn titles.
So
and the East was dominating. Houston won 2. The East wasn't doing shit.
So when Michael went to the Wizards or whatever, he retired. Like the league just went to crap. Like.
No, the league didn't go to crap. It was still great teams. It wasn't. It wasn't lopsided like what you see today.
But I'm saying though, like when Michael left the Bulls, they won 50 games that next season without Michael.
Okay, did they win the title? How far did they get in the playoffs that year? How far did they get in the playoffs?
They got bounced out
the first round, right?
But I'm saying though, I'm saying that he didn't leave an ass. He didn't leave the team ass. Like, when LeBron left, look at the Cavs right now. The Cavs are terrible.
Well, that's because LeBron's a terrible GM.
He's not a leader. He's not a leader. Exactly. Right. Michael was a leader. Michael made those guys become great players. Kobe made those guys around him become great players because they wouldn't have been great players anywhere else except for Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen would have been the only guy who would have been a great player. And I don't even think he would have been great. He probably would have been
all right.
Good, really good.
He's
but
not
great.
Good. He's not. I mean,
it would have been Drexler.
Wasn't Scotty on the dream team?
Yeah.
You put shitty people on it. You put shitty people. Right. So everybody else on like you. So you have Cliff Livingston and Bill Cartwright and Craig Hodges.
Exactly. You name it.
John Paxson.
Guys. How many titles you gonna see Purdue win somewhere else? How many titles you gonna see Cartwright win? Cartwright was 75 years old.
How many does Kerr have?
When he won the title.
How many does Kerr have?
Huh? Shit. I mean, man.
How many does Kerr have?
Yeah. Y'all talking crazy with that, man. MJ played with subpar players except for one or two. He didn't go to a team with the 3 best players in the league.
We have to have an actual
show.
Lost. We have to have an actual show with LeBron versus Jordan. We can cackle all night long. But yeah, let's get into so the Air Max thing. We kind of like we got back into LeBron. Yeah. Oh well, hey, we can talk about that next week. We still got time.
Oh my god, Illuminati talking crazy.
What'd he say?
Michael never played a dominant team in his prime. What the boy?
All right, hashtag heroes.
Crap kills.
Lord.
Oh man.
Put them Pistons against Golden State today.
What are we doing? You said hashtag heroes?
Yeah, hashtag hero. Sponsored by the Container Store and Unbox app. And make sure y'all go follow on the gram. Last week's Super Chatters, Mel, the Filthy Artist, and Ariel's Ben, Ariel 76.
Yo.
back.
Yeah, so make sure y'all go ahead. Yeah, he was the super chatter, super duper chatter.
Okay.
Facts now.
He dropped a hundo.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he dropped a hundo.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Mel, where you at? I'm a Pittsburgh.
let me hold like 200.
Hey,
I got cataracts. All right, so we're gonna go with the hashtag hero. Hashtag hero was Air Max, I believe.
Yes.
My hashtag hero this week is KB Fresh Kicks with the Bio Beige 3. I mean, KB always kills it. His shots are always crisp. I think I am going to end up getting these because I think.
Oh, you don't have them?
I like them.
I don't have them, but I think I got to get them. So I got both Tinkers, and I'm going to get the red ones too. So I'm going to, I'll probably go ahead.
When do those red ones drop again?
The 31st? The end of the month.
Okay. Oh, it is March. March. Okay.
Yeah, March. Yeah. What? You said you were buying them.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
Turbo, run it back.
Yeah.
Well, we talking about trash cans. We talking about them Curry.
Wah.
Anyways, Ma.
Yeah, I went with Ricky Retro with the Air Max 97 South Beach. Had to keep it with the Air Max theme. Shout out to Ricky, always supporting. My hashtag hero.
Yeah, that does make sense. I didn't think about Air Max. And then we have Marcus.
All right, I went with the homie Dominican
Biloba.
Koki. He had a dope shot of the 13s, and the combo was just killer. I mean, he killed his combo on this pick. So that's what caught my eye. And then the background, the backdrop was hella dope. So
was he outside?
Yeah.
Dominican Koki always outside.
Yeah.
He always.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Unlike Marcus.
That's dope. And then Mo had one. Mo went with Adam's kicks. You wanna?
Oh, and Adam on the which I'm kicking myself for not getting those pompadour. So yeah,
that's a sick shot.
Yeah,
you got it.
Adam, man, you've been killing your shots lately. You and Alicia. Whatever y'all doing, keep it up.
So is anybody gonna flip on their selections?
Fuck no, baby.
Let me scroll through. Because I want Adam.
First of all, it's Air Max. I mean, y'all need
saying like
yeah. So
KB, love you. Elvin, love you.
I follow directions.
Right.
Y'all need to be
right. You're right. No, you're right. I'm gonna flip to Ricky.
Officer Ricky.
Who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ahead and go with Ricky as well. I mean,
all right. Well, let's let Matza and Mr. Kicks kind of let's let them vote.
What say you?
I'm going Ricky. Ricky Retro.
Damn,
Ricky.
Adam, you see all this? Adam.
Hey, man, no hate.
Report
Hey,
all of them. Report all the accounts. For porn.
No, Adam knows he's the homie. He knows he's the homie.
What you got, guy?
Adam be killing it. We can't. The thing about Adam,
I gotta go with Adam. I like that up close shot.
There we go.
Yeah, Adam be killing.
Bill's Mafia. Yeah,
it's definitely a dope shot.
For sure.
I mean, all of them dope, but I mean,
I was just looking at which
we
shooter.
can't pick Adam every goddamn.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know. My bad.
So
Adam, that's that Captain Morgan shot, right?
He probably has some Captain Morgan too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he got some Captain Morgan with him right now.
Man. All right, so we got Ricky then.
Hey.
Retro.
Ricky
Retro. Triple OG.
Now, Ricky, are you going to be able to participate in our contest? Is he a Ridge BK Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Ricky just retired from the post office. Ricky got time. He ain't
oh shit! Hey, congrats, brother.
Congrats, man.
I was wondering why I didn't see those pictures on the was he on the train in the morning?
Ricky retired after 75 years of working at the post office. Man, they gave him his own honorary stamp.
He said they gave him a gold bracelet. They gave him one of those bracelets like Ghostface Killer with the Rolls Royce eagle on the front.
Nah, I love Ricky. He was one of the first dudes to show me love on IG, and I mean we've been friends since. I mean that's big bro right there.
Is it like 1850?
Yeah, about 10.
7.
I'm about to say, there's not too many people you can call big bro, huh?
It ain't a lot.
Yeah, you gotta look in
It
the
ain't a lot,
in the obituary.
I don't know.
I called some of them fellas on the deacon board.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right. So yeah. So that's Ricky Retro. I will go ahead and put you down. Who do we have for the other ones? We have
Oh shit.
Retro booming.
Retro.
Wasn't it Adam?
Is he already in it?
Was
I
he?
don't know.
Who was?
I'm lost.
I wrote it down
Who was
somewhere else, I think.
I gotta write it back.
I know Retro booming was week
Retro
one.
Point Dexter.
Point.
It's
Was it Point Dexter?
It's Retro
It's
Point Dexter and Ricky. And then next week
right.
we will
And then next
have
week.
the 4. And then we'll run it back. So yeah, I got it. We're good.
Turbo.
All right, so we're gonna say goodbyes. First, let's let our guest say their goodbyes.
Parting
We'll start
words.
with Matza.
So I'll just thank you guys, and I, just want to say I think a thank you from everybody for everything you guys do. I don't know if people really think about this or give it a lot of thought, but to put together a show like this on a weekly basis, I know you guys are doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and the shit takes time, and you're not getting paid. So we all appreciate everything y'all do, and so thank you very much. And just want to give a quick shout out to the IG squad, the Sneaker Army.
Boom. That's what's up.
Nice.
Hey,
Very
and then we
nice.
do need a hashtag. LeBron's a GOAT. Okay.
It won't be no post.
I hit them all.
He said high heel.
I am not signing off on that one. Hey,
That's just
you
trending
ain't pick
worldwide.
me, that's for
Hey,
sure.
what about Ma Go Heels?
Oh,
What?
You like the double entendre there?
like car heels.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what I can do, make it work. Let's see here.
Oh, Jesus.
Best
Breast,
brow.
what?
Best
Oh,
brows.
like, Kev, what the hell are you reading?
Best brow
Right, that's
ever.
Kev's tights?
Oh man, let's not talk about that. Everything's tight. Hey man, when you 250, you know what I'm saying? Everything tight. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm we'll go triple M. MM Madness. Get ready for March Madness.
MM Madness.
And
That's
then
cool.
Madness. Yeah, why not? So,
But Mr. Kiss Connoisseur, man, you have any parting words?
Cause y'all
Parting
fuck around,
words.
do them high heel malls, and I'll be like, Kev, start blocking everybody.
Yeah, I'll be like that.
Get that Amazon.
Yeah, you'll get you'll get a nice
Nah,
little Photoshop. Who digging this? Mall Starks look alike.
What you trying to say? All light skinned people look alike.
Pretty much.
Oh man! All right,
Killing me.
all right. You got anything?
I just appreciate you guys, man, having me on the show today. All the love and support you guys show on the gram. Really appreciate it. Usual suspects, always supporting. This is a family, so hopefully I get to meet some of you guys at the DMV meetup next month. Looking forward to that.
I would like to go to that. I don't know if I
I'm
can-
like 80% confirmed.
if I can get away.
I'm like 50% confirmed.
This nigga.
What nigga? This your shit.
He stayed doing some shit like that, showing up all extra late. Last time I got there before him, like, how am I here before the organizer?
Man.
Oh,
They had no table. They didn't even know like anybody was supposed to come. They're like, "Who are you? What?
Sir.
Who?
The heels.
Nah,
Would you like a
there.
booth? Would you like a booth?"
I'm good. I'm just messing with
You
you.
ain't tell nobody nothing. Ain't nobody know that now, none. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go through my my spiel. First of all, thanks to Mr. Kicks Connoisseur and Masa. Appreciate you guys spending some time and always rocking and supporting the show. It means a lot to have you and the usual suspects, kind of come in here and chop it up with us, because without you know, us to feed off of what you guys are talking about. Like we wouldn't, you know, probably be able to do this at all. So appreciate you guys. Usual suspects, definitely appreciate you guys. Please hit the thumbs up. You know, we got a thumbs down. We got a thumbs down squad, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, God bless y'all. Hope the best for y'all. I'm speaking sarcastically. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the shout outs, and if you want to shout out on the show, just make sure to tag me in your stories and just promoting the show. Definitely would like to, you know, get in more people's vision if possible, but if not, we're definitely happy to work with y'all because, like I said, I mean, y'all make the show. So first of all, Carell Lewis, shout out to you, Rel. Air JP11, John Fresh Kicks 3, Half Cast 1 Pat, Dominican Code Key L, Shaw Fitness Tattoo Art, Shalaco, Big Boy Sneaks 43, PR Sneaks 23, Ray, Unbox App, Mo, Dre Day Kicks, J Soul, I Am Lars Young, D-Lo 1014, D-Lo, Matza, KB Fresh Kicks, let's see here, Rep Milwaukee 414, Jason, Retro Boom and O, KY Souls, Kick the Habit, Adams Kicks, and Ben Arios. And if I miss you, I apologize. Shoot me a message because I went ahead and I retweeted or whatever everybody, and then I go through my thing, and then that's how I pick everybody. So appreciate y'all. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. And Mo, somebody.
Mo. Well, thanks for having me on again, Slowman. Appreciate you guys as always.
When you go announce that you're back?
We're gonna work on some things. You know, the schedule at home is definitely hectic. I mean, you saw
he coming back.
Minutes late. I'm on 15 minutes late. Hey, we working on it. Just relax. I want to say, you know, I appreciate all you guys who keep saying, you know, download the app. Unfortunately, the app right now, I'm having some minor setbacks, so we're working on it. Should know something Wednesday, but I'm appreciating the support that you guys are all giving. Like Guy said, the DMV meetup's coming April 6th, so you know if you need more information, hit me up. And then my daughter literally texted me and said, "Hey, try sell these Travis Scott tickets on the show." So unfortunately, they can't make the show tomorrow. So if you're in the DC area, you're looking for some Travis Scott tickets, hit me up. And
fly.
Other than that, you know, appreciate you guys and keep doing what you guys do.
Dope. But yeah, man. Thank you, everyone. Usual suspects, Matza, Kicks Connoisseur. Appreciate you guys coming up, chopping it up with us, sharing your insight, your opinions on shoes and everything else under the sun. Shout out to everybody who shouted the show out. As Kev mentioned, hopefully we got everyone. Shout out to the super chat. You guys, you know, you really do make this a really enjoyable experience. As documented, it's not easy to come week in and week out. Definitely time consuming, but you guys make it worth it, so we're gonna keep it rocking. All right, and that's it. Take them to church.
Marcus. All right. First, I want to shout out the Just Maxing event in LA, March 23rd for the Air Max. Hit up LA Airheads, hit up BG Kicks, hit up Major Look. If you're in LA, go check them out. And that's Shalaco. That's why I want to speak on this real quick. That's why I didn't want to have an event that same weekend. They doing something big that whenever somebody's having something like Mo has his thing coming up, I don't want anybody else to plan it. I mean, I want it to be that event is going to be the whole sneaker world for that weekend. So they got their Air Max thing. I plan on going every year to that after this year. So I don't want to step on nobody's toes. That's why I said that. But with that, I have my event coming up on April 20th for DFW. If you're close, come through. We're going to go to Kickspo. Then we're going to go knock some pins down at Pin Stacks. We're going to have a good time like we always do when we get together. And with that, Monster, Mr. Kicks Connoisseur, appreciate both of y'all. I'm a fan of both of y'all, and I'm glad y'all came on and finally able to chop it up with y'all. Hopefully we get to do this in person at some point. Same with the rest of the usual suspects in the chat. That's what it's all about, meeting and fellowshipping with all y'all. And with that, see y'all next month.
Wait.
You son of a bitch, you had
Hold
your
on.
time.
Listen, if you guys in the chat, I mean, they're looking for people to jump on and do the battle. So don't be afraid of the camera. I mean, we all family. Nobody's gonna mess with you. Just hit up their DM, jump on. I mean, shoot, you can. I mean, hell, do that shit in the dark if you need to. Just
and to that point, make sure you're leaving a comment. Make sure you're leaving a comment on the actual show, not just the chat. So you can be entered into all the contests, etc. And if you're in the New York tri-state area, make sure you hit Urban Necessities.
And we need some ladies. Ladies, hit us up. Don't nobody want you in your DM. We ain't trying to grab your booty or no shit like that. We want you on the show. Okay? We want you on the show. We ain't trying to send no dick pics, none of that. We just want you on the show. So quit being afraid. Come on the show. I mean, we didn't have Word on. We didn't have D-Lo on. They did a great job. We want the rest of y'all to step up and come on the show.
And if we can get four people, you know, we'll do a special show just for the battle, and then go ahead and bring the winners onto the actual show. So if y'all want to do it, you know, let us know. Hit us up in the DM. If we can get 4 put together, then we'll make it work. But yeah, that's it. Hey, Ben. Appreciate you, bro.
You the man.
All right. Till next week.
We out like cheeks and chaps.
Everybody.
Peace. What?
Thank you for supporting the Monday Midsole. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next Monday.